Hello, everyone. You guys will not believe where I am right now. You won't believe where I am right now. Let me mute myself here. Okay, so I hope you guys hi. So I'm very excited. Let me calm down, calm down. Let me get out my energy, get this energy out. Okay, so hello, you guys. Dr. Dale here. Welcome to your weekly post check. So I'm here you're here with me in the beautiful island of Roatang. That's where you are right now. And I'm going to Oh, wait, you guys, I need to go open the door for my sister. Hold on. So, yeah, where was I? Right? Yeah. So, you guys, I am here in the beautiful island of Roatang. Yeah, for those that follow me, you guys know that I was born and raised here, right? I was born and raised here. This is where I'm from, and this is life. So, if you see my background, you will see that there's a lot of hair products behind me, around me, because I'm in my sister's beauty supply salon place, right? And because I'm here, I'm going to end the live and kind of be outside so you guys can see the outside as well. But I'm in here to give you guys life, to give you guys some value, and just as you guys can see the live, what it's about today is what's up? What's going on? Your post check. Let's do some post check. That's what my channel, that's what my weekly lives is all about. That's what emotional intelligence, for those that don't know. Your girl is a doctor on what I did my research on EQ. I did my research on emotional intelligence. And your question may be, what is emotional intelligence? Well, I'm at the level now, at the point now I'm about to tell you, go do your research and or keep following so that way you can hear more about it and how you can mesh it with your life, right? In your personal, professional, all of your life. All parts of your life, right? So as I mentioned before, I'm in Honduras, so the internet may be a little funky, but we're not going to recall it on that because I know nothing is going to happen. Everything's going to be fine, and you guys can hear me, you guys can see me, and it's amazing, right? Right. Hi, Char! Yes, girl, when I end the live, which is like in 30 minutes, we're here for a short time. Not a long time, a short time, and a good time, right? So I'll end the live and I'll step outside so you guys can see, because where I am is where I was actually born, which is pretty close to the airport, where we can actually see the color underneath the airline. In case you guys were wondering, that's how close we are. You can hear it, you can see it, we can walk up to it. There's a big fence here now. There wasn't a fence before when I was growing up. There's a fence now, but you can see it. It's really close, right? When you're like passing, going, when the plane is about to take off, we can kind of even wave and see everybody in the plane. So that's how close I am that's how close my sister's beauty salon where we used to live, where I was growing up, is, right? It's pretty close by. It's called, for those who don't know, it's the Airport View Beauty Supply. Okay. So I'm really excited today because I wanted to do, even though I'm here and I was gonna not do the live today, but I'm like, why can't I give them a little piece of Roatang, right? Why can't I give them a piece of where I am and what I do and what this beautiful place is all about? Roatang is where all of the tourists, for the most part, that come to Honduras, they come here. Okay, for those that don't know, and it's beautiful. If you're looking for your next vacation spot, this is the place. Okay, this right here is the place. The snorkeling, the just the water and the depth and the beauty and the clearness. And go do your research on best places to visit, and Honduras, Ratan is going to be on there for sure. You know, so I invite you guys. That's my spiel, to come visit my island, and you can come on a cruise. You can do a 3-day, a 7-day, and all the cruise lines come here. And I know sometimes Honduras gets like a bad rap because of all of the stuff that they hear about it, but this part of Honduras, which is where all the tourists and where I am from, is called Roatan, and that's Roatan, right? As Americans would say, Roatan. And that's where I'm from, right? So all of the other places, which is where the capital is where it's a lot of stuff that goes on over there. But none of that stuff happens here. The people are friendly, they're kind, they're open, they're as beautiful as me, and they're ready to receive you with open arms, right? So that's what I have to say about that. Now, what I'm going to check in with you guys today is how you guys are doing. I want to know what is going on with you in your life. Today is what? April 10th. Today's already April 10th, 2024, right? Right. And today's Wednesday. So the year is going, it's moving, it's chucking along. I want to know what's up with you guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? What's going on in your life? I know we get so busy, we just keep going. But my question to you, I just want to know what's up. How you doing? What's cooking? Good looking? I'm so corny sometimes. You just guys go with me, okay? Go with me. But this is your weekly pulse check, and what I talk about is how emotional intelligence can better your life and the lives of the people around you, because it has bettered mine so much, enhanced so much more, a better version of myself, right? And I want to share that with you and all the things that it's doing for me, and being a little bit more open and vulnerable. Don't be scared of that word. It's a beautiful word. Vulnerable. Say it with me. Vulnerable. It's a beautiful word. Sometimes people see vulnerability as weakness. They see emotions as weakness. But let me tell you, it is the strongest thing out there. Because if you can stand up in front of someone and tell them sometimes, and tell them how you feel in terms of, hey, what you said, what you did hurt me. It hurt me so much, I wanted to do this. Or it hurt me so much, it made me think of this. It hurt me so much that I felt like you didn't care about me. If you can look at somebody in the eyes and tell them boldly, vulnerably, how you felt, and not give what their response is. The point is that you said it and you got it off your chest, right? And you said it, of course, professionally with love. Emotional intelligence is being intentional and cognizant, and delivering information with love, if that's a word, right? Delivering, if that's a way to say it, delivering care, setting your boundaries, saying what you have to say in a loving way, right? If you can, that's the boldest thing you can do, the bravest, I would say, right? To be able to stand there and tell someone how you feel. And you may feel sometimes, some people describe it as you can feel some maybe naked, or you feel really open, and you just feel like, and then the person crushes you by saying, I don't care how you feel. Who cares? Well, that tells you that person shouldn't be in your life. I'm just going out on a limb and say you need to walk away from that relationship and get a better one, right? Because that person is not adding value to you. They're taking away from you. And in this point in time in life, you don't need nobody to take anything else away from you that is not going to add value to your life. I said what I said, and I'm standing on it, okay? You need to stand your ground and be loving with yourself, and knowing the love that you want and you need, right? So I want to know how you're doing, what's going on with you, where you're at. So you're working, you're taking care of family, you are planning trips, are you taking care of you? You can do all that, but are you taking care of you? And I'm going beyond self-care. I'm not talking about taking time for yourself. I'm talking about intentionally planning time with you, right? What does that look like? It looks like, I don't know, if you're not working or if you're working, taking time, maybe take off on a Saturday instead of going on a Saturday to party it up with whoever. Maybe not do that every Saturday. Maybe this Saturday you are going to spend some time with yourself. Go to a park, smell out the outside, and the natural world does so much for us as human beings. You guys have no idea. If you haven't, explore that, research on it. The greens, the breeze, the flowers, the trees, like all of these things have amazing powers that really help us, right? Help us revitalize how we're doing, right? Because yeah, we can keep going and working, but if you don't know how you're doing emotionally, meaning, how do I feel today? Am I tired? I feel tired. Okay. Am I mentally drained? All right, I'm mentally drained. Now that you know that you're tired and mentally drained, what are you going to do? You're going to perform duties that are going to add to you being not tired, right? And not mentally drained, right? So what do? Take time for yourself. You say, today I'm not going to do what I did for the past 10 years. Today I'm actually going to stop, take a break, go outside on the lawn, go outside on the grass, go to a park, go to the beach somewhere, and just look into the abyss, the unknown, and just spend some internal work, internal time with yourself. It is such a good feeling. Let me tell you, if you guys haven't explored that, it is a beautiful thing. Because you know what happens? If you don't do these things or take time for yourself, every single thing that you do, you're doing for somebody else, right? See if you can go with me on this logic. Everything that you're doing, you're doing for somebody else. You're doing for your kids, you're doing for your husbands, you're doing for your family, for your mom, for your dad, for your siblings, for your job, for your church. You're doing. Perfect. Great. Let's keep doing. What are you doing for yourself? Oh, I'm going to go on a vacation with the girls. That's a lot of, what if you can't go on vacation with them, right? And even if you can, that's a lot of external work environment where you're spending time doing things on the outside. I want you to do things that fuel your inside. What does that look like for you? You have to discover that. I have a whole list of things that you can do to figure out, who am I? Why do I like this? Do I want to continue doing this? Those are the kinds of questions that emotional intelligence, self-awareness, which is the base of emotional intelligence, asks. Those are the kind of questions that you want to ask yourself. Do I like this? Do I like being with this person? Why don't I like being with this person? That person just cursed me out. Should I continue being her friend or his friend? I keep on getting disrespected by this person, pushed over by this person, slapped by this person, hurt by this person. Do I want to continue with that? Is that helping me in any way? Like asking yourself these hardcore questions, right? That we think about, because I'm sure you thought about these questions, but you haven't done anything about them. So this week's pulse check is, do something about what you're thinking. All the things that you're thinking that are making you feel great, let's go in that direction, as long as it's not hurting anyone or hurting yourself, right? And all the things that are not making you feel so great, I'm asking you, I'm giving you permission to walk away. And one thing you guys know about me, if you don't know it already, I'm very high energy, I'm very enthusiastic, right? passionate, especially about the things that I love, human resources, emotional intelligence, my family, um, traveling, having fun, that kind of stuff, right? If you don't know that about me, you should know that, right? So and I laugh a lot, I smile a lot, and so much so that it helps me when I'm in uncomfortable situation. So I figured out while doing the work on my internal self and figuring out what I like and what I don't like, I started asking myself these kinds of questions. Oh, I think I have a comment or two. You guys have to like let me know because I be just going. I be going and going and going and not paying attention. So, it's G. Hi. If moving, I hate Dale, Dr. Dale. Life, if moving and TV show has. That's what I'm talking about. I'm already planning my mid-year tech disconnect. That's right. It's time for time away from technology. You got to know what the time is for you. I completely and totally agree. Oh my goodness. If this ain't life, if this is not where it's at, Char, Char, you're right. Char says on Instagram that I don't need coffee. Coffee needs you. You know, it's been that way for a long time, right, Char? We used to work together. Forever. It's always been that way. And I've used comedy or jokes or smile to help me deal with uncomfortable people that I wasn't comfortable with or uncomfortable situation. My niece would say situation. It helps me deal with those kinds of people and things, right? So I did it so well back in the day, right, that I didn't speak up at all. So it's okay to smile through it if you're in a meeting or is, reading the room and everybody's that you shouldn't be there is there or whatever, right? If you could smile through it, right? But you can't just let what they just said go, because then what happens? They're going to come back and do it again or say it again, right? And it wasn't right what they said, right? Somebody says something to you in a meeting. How many meetings I've been in where somebody said something to someone else or to myself that made me feel completely uncomfortable, disrespected, and they say it in such a nonchalant way, like it's no big deal, right? And they laugh about it, and you smirk, and then you don't say nothing about it, and then that person didn't get any education, and they think it's okay. So what happens? They're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it again, unless somebody put it to the stop. Put it to the stop, right? And you can address that. Probably not there in a meeting, not the best place. Maybe after the meeting, approach them privately and say, hey, what you said about this didn't feel right. Not sure why you said it. Is there a reason why you said it? That whole thing, right? There's a whole thing to that, right? So it's important that you say those kinds of things and address them head on, because what happens is that if it's not the people in the meeting, your bosses or peers or friends, it's your family, unfortunately, right? And they don't, sometimes people really don't know, or they know and they're trying to push your buttons to see how far you will let them go. How far are you letting them go? When I was in the world of work, I let them go kind of far, right? Very far, to the point where they were passing by me and brushing me and me not saying anything. What are you doing that you're allowing them to do that is completely not okay with you, and you just haven't said anything about it, right? So I don't even know why I came in with all of that, because I didn't have that to talk about, but that must have been for somebody. So take it. If it's yours, take it, marinate on it, right? And then you just make it work. You put it to work, do wonders, let it do wonders for you, right? Because you got to stand. I know that sometimes in life, our story, we get so deep into what happened and what did and who didn't, and who we're forgiving and who we're not forgiving, and all of the things, because life, oh my God, is so full of gray areas, right? And when you get like that, what happens is that you tend to focus so much on what was done to you that you don't put any energy towards what you can do about what was done to you. So, hi, Christy. So, yes, people did you wrong. They disrespected you. They did all these things to you in the past as a little girl, as a little boy. All of these things they did, right? People at your job, friends, family, all of these people did these things, but you let them, right? Let's say because you didn't know that you had power. I'm letting you know today you got the power. You got the power to set your boundaries. You got your power to let them know you ain't gonna tolerate it no more. And you got the power with emotional intelligence as your tool. Dr. Dale says, I don't have to tolerate that no more. So you tell them very respectfully, you tell them with a smile that I no longer want this, whatever this is, right? You have to be able to decipher that for you and for yourself and say what that is, right? You have your boundaries, set them, stick to them. You can set them, but you gotta stick to them, right? Because otherwise they're gonna keep going, keep doing their stuff, keep punching, and then what happens? You can get knocked out. Mr. G says, sometimes folks don't know, but most times I believe they are fully aware of what they're, 100%, 100%. I agree 1,000% with what you just said. 100%. Because what happens is that they pretend, right? And then they do that little smirk like, yeah, that's funny, right? And it's not funny. It's not funny at all, right? It's not funny what they did, what they said, and then they keep doing it, right? But you got to let them know today. Dr. Dale is giving you permission to tell them today, we ain't doing that no more. Not in 2024. 2024, we're just in April. You got the rest of the year to set your lane straight. Make it straight for them, right? And again, you don't have to be disrespectful when you say it. You can say it with love and say, hey, bruh, don't do that again. I'm kidding. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. You can say, hey, whoever it is, Sammy, Tom, Billy, Peter, John, Samantha, whoever their name is, call them by name, or you can pick up the phone if you're not with them, if they're, far away or whatever, and say, Tommy, in the meeting yesterday, or maybe it's your husband, maybe it's your partner. Hey, can we talk? And then you sit down and they say yes, and very nice. So I appreciate whatever it is, the conversation about all that you're doing and all that we're doing with the kids and this and that, but something you said yesterday, it kind of didn't rub me the right way, and I'm not sure how to take it, and I don't want to jump to conclusions, and I know that you love and care for me, so I want to kind of ask a little bit more about why you said that. What is that? What did you mean when you said that? And then they tell you, and then okay, then you know where they're coming from. Was it were they critiquing you? It's just, my husband, he's very straight up. So I've learned now that he's saying something, but he's coming from a place of love, because he's just a direct person. Me, I want to not sugarcoat it, but I want to sit you down, get you ready, kind of a thing. That's me, right? But not everybody's like that, right? So you got those people that just direct, and it's not that they dislike or hate, or, man, you just don't know how to break news to people. Now, I kind of talk to my husband, so he's kind of more, he's more intentional on how he say things, but when he does not get it right all the time, I'm not going to crucify him, because I know that he's coming from a place of love, right? But you got to figure out, who's this other person? Are they your friend or your foe or pretending, whatever that is, right? So you got to know what that is for you. right? So you tell them, and then you figure out, oh, okay, that's what you meant. Oh, now that I know what you meant, what I was thinking was completely different. So what you were thinking, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If you want, you can share, depending on what it is, how vulnerable or how open you want to be. If you're comfortable with them, share it, right? So I said all of that because I wanted to, one, see what's up with you guys. If you guys are not live here today, share. This is going to be on all the socials, repeating on feed. So share how you're doing, what's going on with you. Yeah, yes, you're working, you're taking care, but what are you planning for? What are you hoping for? Are you checking in with yourself? Are you spending time with you? That's what Dr. Dale wants to know. Pulse check. Checking your pulse. Let's do a temperature check and make sure that you are still moving in the direction that you want to move in for you personally and professionally, right? Whatever that look like. It looks different for all of us. So you got to decipher what that is for you. And let me tell you, if you don't decide what it is for you, somebody else will. And when they do it for you, you're not going to like it because they're deciding for you. And then when you look back 40, 20, 30, 50 years later, you figure out, I don't like this. I don't like being here. I don't like none of this. I don't like none of what you have decided to give your power up to someone else. They decided for you. And what happens? When it all said and done, when you're sitting with your kids, when you're old and crimbly, you're like, yeah, maybe I should have done a little bit more, because again, you want to make sure that you can look back without regrets. All that I had done in my life, good, bad, or indifferent, I don't regret it. And I told this to my husband the other day. I'm like, I don't regret it because it made me who I am today, and I am still becoming. We are still becoming. Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? If you guys haven't already, you guys know your girl got a book. So it's on the screen. You get your book. It's on Amazon. I'm working on getting it in Barnes and Nobles. I did a photo shoot with it the other day. And hi, soy Susana Cabrera. Hi. Thank you so much. Yes, we are still becoming. We are becoming every single day, right? We are changing every day, right? And whether you like it or not, change is here to stay, right? Change is the only constant thing. And we may take long to adapt to it, but the quicker you adapt to it, the quicker you can pivot and change and flex and move and fight and jump, right? All of those things, right? I wanted to share something with you guys. Where is it? If I can find it. I am so all over the place. Oh, here it is. So, you as a person being the best version of you, you want to laugh often. You want to promote and encourage other people. You want to lead by example. Lead your kids, lead your nephews, your cousins. They're watching you. They're watching you. They're watching. They're watching. You think they don't care and not paying attention. People are watching you. They're watching how you move. They're watching what you do. They're seeing, oh, okay, she's doing that. Okay, she's still climbing. I will be climbing forever. Even when I'm old and retired, I don't plan on retiring. I'll always be doing something. I'm always climbing, which is one of my core values: continuous learning. I'm always climbing I'm always asking what's next, what I want to do, and it's not because I get bored. It's because the way my mom got me set up. There's a sign my mom has in her house, in her kitchen, that says, "If you met my mom, you would understand." Oh my God, I'm telling you guys, I laugh by myself. Naomi, hi, thank you for joining. So, if you met my mom, you would understand. That's just how we are built, and to always be looking at what is next. How can I grow? How can I do better? How can I help? How can I add value? How can I take away? Like always, always, always. My sisters, my brothers, they're all that way. Same way, right? My brother is now a chief of police officer in Cayman Island, right? He just got promoted, right? So, and my sister, I'm over here, which is why I said I'm here in Honduras, my beautiful place of birth, in case you guys didn't know, for those that don't know. I'm born and raised here in Honduras, which is in Roatán, right? And my sister, she has this beauty, which is where I am. I'm in her beauty salon hair place. And she just opened up another business. She took over another business, a restaurant. And my sister is chef's kiss with food. Chef kiss. You guys gotta go follow me on Facebook, because I landed here yesterday and I had me one pollo machucado, pollo machucado, something. It's called something, you guys. And it was, I was eating that like I haven't eaten in years, not years, yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys gotta enjoy life. Are you enjoying life? Please enjoy life, because life is short and long at the same time, and you want to be enjoying whatever it is that you're doing. Hey, Christy, yeah. We gotta. I'm gonna catch up with you later. I'm gonna catch up with you later. Yes, right. Thanks, Jay. That's right. My sister, she's always working on what else she can do to not only better herself, but she's always about helping the rest of the family. Like, this can be here to save the family. This can be here to help the young ones coming up. And that's her thought process. So if you're in a family that's like that, how can you not always want to, man, I got to get my stuff together. You want to get your stuff together, right? You want to make sure that you are also climbing, moving, growing, and doing better for yourself. And again, you're not in competition with anyone. You're only in competition with YOU. YOU, you're in competition with nobody else. Okay? Nobody. You guys heard my voice? I can sing, right? I can sing a little bit, just a little bit. So I was saying that leaders create more leaders. You're a leader in your home. You're a leader in your life. You are the leader of your life. You are a leader wherever it is that you are. You are a leader. Okay? You are a leader. So you create more leaders. You want to create more people that are leading, so they can lead their own, whatever it is, right? They give us their attention. Leaders give their undivided attention, whatever it is that you're doing. Ms. G said that later on in this year, she's going to be disconnecting from technology. Yes, to give her family and herself undivided attention. What are you doing? That's what this conversation is about. It's about what's up with you. Your post check. Checking in with yourself. Checking in with yourself. How are you doing? Leaders, give us, inspire us with a vision. You want to encourage other people. That's what my life is all about, right? I've been through something. It helped me. I've shared it with other people. It helped them. And I'm saying it can help you. Same thing Ms. G is doing. Same thing everybody. You want to make sure that what are you doing to help other people, to make this world just a little better than what it was before you came into it. What are you doing? How are you contributing to your community, to the world? You, if you didn't think that you had, that you're just here, you're not just here to take up space. And I know we're going a little bit over. Just about 5 more minutes, you guys, and then I'll take you guys outside so you can see the airport where I live. You're not here to take up space. You're here for a God-given purpose. What's your purpose? And I pray, I pray and hope and wish and manifest with all of you guys, that you figure out what that is. Figure out what your purpose is. right? And they say that your passion is your purpose. What is your passion? What are you passionate about? It's important. You are important. We are important. They're like, what can, somebody said the other day, what can I do? I can't change the world around me, but you can change someone else's world by what you say, by what you do, how you do it. One word. One word. One word. Right? Soy Susana Cabrera said that once you find it, agreed. It's an amazing feeling to be walking in your purpose, right? And to be sharing that with the rest of the people around you and helping them find their purpose. That's what you're here for. What does it look like for you? For me, it's emotional intelligence. And through my crazy laughter. What is it for you? I invite you to seek it out. I invite you to find out what that is. Right? And I'm so excited. Share with me. I want to know. I want to know. Okay? DM me. I want to know, what does that look like for you, right? And then lastly, I want to say, so I don't know if you guys, visit my website, dalereports.com, and visit my website. I just was named, let me put it in the chat here as well. I was named one of the finalists for Women Changing the World. I know. You know what happened? I just put myself out there. How did I put myself out there? With my business now, my coaching business, I was just focused on coaching before, and then a little bit of consulting, coaching with emotional intelligence, and right, thank you. I'm so excited. So I was doing the coaching, and then started doing HR consulting, right? So that's 2 parts. And then the third layer I added was speaking to businesses, speaking to at women's events, speaking to churches, like all of these, and how they can leverage emotional intelligence, right, in their life, at work especially, which is where I did my research, right, on emotional intelligence in the workplace. But wherever it is that there's a human being, emotional intelligence can save your life. Gary! So it can save your life, right? So 100%. So my question, when I put myself out there and I said I wanted to do speaking, and what did I do? Like I said before, I'm always learning something. And because I'm always learning something, I'm going to always invest in myself. I didn't do this before in the past. Who, investing? No. The Dale before, that's the Dale 1.0, when, I would go into these trainings and these lives and these meetings and all of these events that was free, and then in the end they would make an offer, and then I was like, all right, it's time for me to close up my stuff, get my stuff, and go, because I already got what I needed. But then, the Dale now, I figured out higher thinking, as I educate myself, that you got to invest in yourself. And if you don't invest in you and trust you and know that you can get it done, who are you doing it for? I've worked so many years in a 9-to-5 job, depending that they're going to pay me and that they're going to provide me with this job. But I don't want to, and I invested all my time and resources too, because I would spend money with my employees and whatnot, and I would stay at that job for hours, like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. until 9 o'clock at night. I cannot. Miss G's like, you better tell them, right? Hours. If you're doing that at somebody else's job, for somebody else's company, you're not going to do it for yourself. To each his own. I've learned. Like, the logic is, like, if you really think about it, man, I really spent a lot of hours here. And then they stop paying you after 8 hours. but you still here giving 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional hours for free because you're on salary. Right? Like, why won't I invest in myself? Oh, Gary, yeah, you guys talked about it. Yeah, why wouldn't you invest in yourself? So that's what I did, right? I invested in myself, and I decided to go on a New York trip where they were giving some stuff and where they can help me, some speaking techniques and all of this stuff, right? And that led me to meet another individual, right? And what happened when I met this other individual? This other individual was able. Am I like still? Okay, so um, when I met this other individual, what happened is, hey, what happened to my life? Did I just lose internet or what? Okay. So I think that I lost the lot. Don't ask me what happened, you guys. Like, just don't, okay? I told you the technology might have gone out. So what I'm gonna do, right, is that I'm gonna go outside and share with you guys the beautiful scenery that we got out here, right? I'm gonna share the beautiful scenery. So let's go outside with me. Wait a minute. Let me leave from here. Okay. Okay. So, all right. So I'm taking you guys outside so you guys can see the where I live here in Honduras. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. Can I turn this camera around? Oh, yes, I can. There's my settings, camera, front facing, back facing. You guys can see that? Yay! Okay, so my live got cut off, but now you guys can see this. Like the internet, I can't go too far because, I'm on the internet Wi-Fi over here in third world country in Honduras. So see that whole landscape there is where the planes, where do they come from? They come from up there, the planes, right? and then they travel all this whole line, this whole pavement here, just to turn around, and to fly off into the unknown. This is where Dr. Dale, you guys are getting a little bit of me. And again, I can't go too far. Right, right. That's what happens when I wanted to share with you guys, but the live just went blank. I don't even know what happened. But thank you guys for joining, and see, yeah, look, this is all right here is where I was running around barefoot. Uh, yeah, my mom told me that I used to wear these dresses and stuff, and then my dress like lifted up, showing my underwear. I was like, my God, damn, get it together. And this is where I'm at with my at my sister's stuff. But yeah, the whole street. I should walk up, but if I walk out there, you guys won't have. I don't think I'll have internet no more. So let me see if I can walk out there and do the best that I can. If I lose internet, I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday, live every Wednesday at 12:15, right? 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. Today, I'm here in. Is it? It's about 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock? No, 11 o'clock now. It's 11 o'clock, and take care, you guys. Thank you for joining today. Ms. G, you're awesome as always. Gary, thanks for the support. Everybody else on Instagram, peace, one love, and I'll talk to you guys next week or everywhere else that I'll be on social media at some point today. All right. Bye.